Hello and welcome to Relationship and Life. I'm Adenike Shokunbi, and in today's video I'm going to be continuing from where I stopped in my last video, one-sided love. So today we're going to be looking at the signs of one-sided love, signs that you're in a one-sided relationship, signs that you are in a one-sided affection. And so let's start. The very first sign that you're in a one-sided relationship is when the effort is not equal. When you do all the work, you are the only one, doing everything in that relationship, fixing dates, planning trips. You are the one checking in on the person or your partner. You are the one doing everything in that relationship. It's very wrong, and it's a sign that the relationship is one-sided. I believe that every relationship is unique and different, and life happens. That means that you or even your partner can go through situations in life that makes you unable to contribute equally, to the relationship as your partner, which is okay. But what I'm talking about is a situation where it's just one person that is doing everything in the relationship. It's one person that keeps the relationship going. Is a sign that you're in a one-sided relationship. And then the second thing, second sign that you're in a one-sided relationship is when you are insecure in that relationship. One of the elements of a great relationship is security. And so if you're in a relationship and you're feeling insecure, you're doubting your partner's love and commitment and dedication to you, then it means the relationship is one-sided. Because when you really love someone, you wouldn't want to put them in a situation where they begin to doubt their feelings for you. So if you're with a partner that makes you doubt their feelings for you, you might have to evaluate the relationship to really see that you're on the right track. And then the third point that I would like to also bring out that shows that you're in a one-sided relationship is lack of communication. One-sided love can show up in communication pattern. The truth of the matter is, when you love someone, you want to seize every opportunity to talk with them. You want to share your life experiences with them. You want to share your dreams, your aspirations, everything that is happening in your life. You want to let them into it. So if you are the only person in that relationship that is constantly sharing, and then this partner that you call your maybe boyfriend or girlfriend shares next to nothing with you about their lives, then it's a one-sided relationship. Because if they really love you, they want to let you into their life. And then the number 4 point is when you feel unfulfilled. When you're in a relationship and you're feeling unfulfilled in that relationship, it means that the relationship is one-sided. Every time we meet with this person, every time we meet with this your partner, how do you feel after? Usually when the relationship is a healthy one, after meeting with your partner, with your spouse, or the person that you're in that relationship with, after meeting them, there's this energy that you should have after being with someone that you love. But if you leave them and you feel drained, you leave them, you feel stressed out, you have to check the relationship, because it's a sign that you're in a one-sided relationship. And then number 5, you can't count on them. When you're in a relationship with someone that you cannot count on, they can count on you. Everything, they have your support, you're interested in, anything that concerns them. If they have any need, you're always, the first to make an attempt at fixing, the challenges they are going through and all of that. But if they are not doing the same for you, then it's a one-sided relationship. And if you're in a relationship, you always have to, draw that out of them. You don't do it on their own. You're the one, asking that, aren't you going to do, something about what I've shared with you and all of that. It means that the person is not interested, in you. Because if you're interested in someone, how you show that, okay, you're really interested in the person is, providing support for that person. So if they don't provide support for you when you need them, then it means that the relationship is one-sided. And so the 6th point that I would like to look at is when they leave you questioning yourself. In a relationship and your partner leaves you questioning yourself, every time you're asking, you don't even know what you did wrong. This person is angry. Like, okay, so, and they're not even telling you, because they're not communicating anything. You're the one trying to just figure out, what is going on. Like, okay, maybe I made him angry. Or, okay, maybe I made her angry. When you begin to now talk to yourself, you can't even ask them. Then it shows that whatever is it that you feel is not mutual. The person doesn't feel the same. So it's a sign that you're in a one-sided relationship. And then the 7th point is you still feel alone even though you're with them. When when you're in a relationship, you know, there's this feeling that you should get from a relationship, that feeling that, oh, you have someone who is standing with you, that feeling that, oh, you have someone that, you know, you can always run to, someone that you can always share your issues with, someone that can share your frustration, your excitement, your, you know, everything that you're going to, everything that is particularly happening in your life. You know that this person, I can share it with him, or I can share it with her. But if you're in a relationship and you feel like, you know, you don't have anybody, yet you're in a relationship and yet you feel like you don't have anybody, it's a sign that you're in a, you know, one-sided relationship. When they hide things from you, and this one, you know, it was something that I experienced in my own relationship. Yeah, it started out as a mutual love relationship, but I think over time it deteriorated into a one-sided relationship. And because I have the habit of always evaluating my relationship, I always want to check, oh, where are we at? Are we still on the same page? I don't want to believe that because someone told me that, you know, he lost me last year, you know, he still feels the same way, especially when I'm beginning to see signs that point to me that it's like, this guy is no longer interested. And so for me, it happened that, you know, I went visiting him, and I have a culture of always playing games. There's a particular, you know, game that he has on his phone that I love to play every time I visited him. And so it happened on this particular day that I visited, and just normal, because he doesn't hide his phone away from me. So, like, I wanted to pick up his phone to play that game. In fact, I already picked the phone, and then the way he came after the phone to collect it from me, you know, made me begin to like, okay, what is the... I began to have doubts, like, okay, so why do you want to take the phone from me? I'm not someone that would, you know, look into my partner's, you know, phone for wanting to, you know, maybe kind of look at if there's anything that the person is hiding from me. I'm not that kind of person. Like, if I'm in a relationship with you, I want to trust you, just like I also want you to trust me. And so I became interested in the phone after, you know, he collected the phone from me. The speed with which he collected it from, like, no, I think something is wrong somewhere. It's either, you know, there's something he's hiding from me, or maybe, you know, there is a call that he wants to pick. And obviously, there was no, you know, the phone didn't ring, and so it wasn't a call. So it was that he's hiding something from me. So he collected it. And so for me, I took interest, and I took proper interest in the phone beyond, and this time around, it wasn't that I want to play game on the phone anymore. It was that, you know, okay, whatever you're hiding, let's see. And the resistance that came, I'm like, okay, what is it? Like, why do I want to look at his phone? Does it mean I don't trust him and all of that? It's not that I don't trust you, but your action is, you know, I trust you, but your action is, you know, telling me something different, that you have something to hide. And then I collected the phone. I insisted I wanted to look at the phone, and I wasn't wrong after all. By the time I looked at his phone, there was a sunshine in the phone. Sunshine. He saved someone's name as Sunshine, and Sunshine was sending messages to him. And so I decided, okay, let me even, it's possible that maybe there's a girl somewhere that is crushing on him. Let me, you know, look at his own sent messages. It's possible that maybe it's just the girl that is sending those messages. And by the time I checked his sent messages, he has even sent more than what Sunshine has sent to her, to him rather. And trust me, that was the end of that relationship. And so when people are hiding, your partner is hiding something from you, it's a sign that, you know, they are not fully in that relationship. And so you have to constantly check in on your relationship to ensure that you're still on the same page with your partner. Don't assume, you know, because a lot of time people, you know, especially the relationship that started out as mutual love relationship that deteriorated into, you know, a one-sided affection. You know, people have this belief of, oh, okay, maybe he doesn't have time because something, you know, came up in the office. You know, you come up with all the excuses in the world instead of confronting the situation. Like, okay, what is, if anything is going wrong, like somebody didn't check up on you, you have that responsibility of asking the person what went wrong. Don't assume and say, oh, okay, maybe they gave him something to do at work, or maybe there are some other responsibilities, or his job description has changed and all of that. All that is in your head. You should confront the situation. Talk to your spouse. Talk to your partner. Why is it that you no longer have time for me? Don't assume that it's because, you know, something is engaging them. Ask, let it come from them. If it's that, oh, okay, blah, 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 whatever reason they give you, hey, you take it. But don't sit down, begin to make excuses for them. I know he loves me, but right now I think his job is demanding. That's all in your head. I know this, but that's all in your head. Have a conversation. So you really know where you are at, so that you're not wasting your time. So if you're in a relationship where you are doing all the work, as you're working so hard in that relationship, and it feels like if you stop working, the relationship will collapse, then you're in a one-chance relationship, as in proper one-sided affection. And so it's important, you know, to know where you are in the relationship so that you are able to take appropriate measures. So if you have spoken with your spouse or your partner and the person seems uninterested in the relationship, it's not the end of the world. And so in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how to end things when the partner that you're with is uninterested in relationship. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you there.